Hey guys and girls, welcome back. So yeah, we had a pretty interesting last part, that's for sure. I almost died. But yeah, we have to go meet the reporter at the Longtown Inn. I think this is the Longtown Inn, right? Yeah. So let's go do that. She's got to be here somewhere sitting. Oh yeah. She's got some info for us. I knew you'd come crawling to me. Don't be shy now. Have a seat. I'll treat you all to a nice dinner. Well, that's awfully kind of you. We'll have to respectfully decline the dinner. How about we stick to exchanging information? Boo, you're no fun. Or are you trying to make a statement that you're impervious to bribes and like the upper echelon of the CPD? What exactly are you implying here? Hey man, speak for yourself. I'll gladly scope out that free meal, ma'am. I would also accept so as long as you aren't scheming to make us owe you. It's probably okay. I don't see the harm in sharing a casual meal together. You too, Ellie. You're the only one worried about some kind of moral conflict, Lloyd. How are you going to become a pro detective if you act like such a prude all the time? Alright, I get it already. But I'm forbidding you all from drinking. As long as you abide by this one rule, we'll accept your offer. Killjoy, Lloyd. Look at all the food. This is delectable. The chef here is highly skilled. This food is most satisfying. Though it's kind of hard to savor something this tasty without a good drink. Come on, Lloyd. Don't be such a hard ass. One sip ain't gonna kill me, you know? Absolutely not. You know we're still technically on duty, right? We have to keep our wits about us all the time. Yeah, whatever. Our leader's as stubborn as a damn mule. On the contrary, Randy. Are you not the one who was far too nonchalant? I'm going to have to agree with them. Drinking on the job is highly inappropriate. Oh, you guys are so entertaining. Your personalities are wildly different, yet you fit together perfectly. Almost like a jigsaw puzzle. Heck, you're basically a well-oiled machine now. Flattery will get you nothing. So how about we get back to the topic at hand? We've told you everything we know about the incident that occurred in the downtown district. I seem to recall you mentioning that you had the missing piece to the puzzle earlier. Isn't it about time you filled us in? And what if I told you that I don't wanna? Good luck ever getting us to trust you again. Not only that, but it'd be the last time we'd talk ever. Oh, calm down. I was just messing with you. Though I gotta say, you can be pretty charming when you're serious. It's a nice contrast to your boyish looks. I hate to admit it, but you've caught my attention. Okay, guys. How about we get back to work? Yes, that sounds fine by me. I appreciate the meal. Well, hold your horses, people. I'll cut the crap and get straight to the details, okay? Where do I begin? Okay, have you guys ever heard of a group named Ravash? Oh, that name again. Guys, what's with the blank look on your face? Ravash & Co. I believe there is a business in Crossbow registered under that name. That's all they appear to be on a quick surface level examination. The truth of the matter is that they're actually Crossbow's mafia. They've been controlling our dark underworld for a long time. By mafia, do you mean that they are a criminal organization? Makes sense. I've definitely heard rumors about them on the streets. I'm guessing you two are already informed of their existence, eh? Yeah. It's pretty hard to be in the dark about them if you're cross-belling. Their organization has a vast network of connections with important people. I've heard that they've got strong ties deep within the government, so the police can't take any action against them. Interesting. The underbelly of society is pretty much identical, no matter where you go, eh? So why the mention of Ravash? Are they involved with the incident? Oh, you betcha. Ravash's members have been engaged in some rather shady business lately. They've been working their behinds off, almost as if they're anxious to complete some kind of plan. So anyway, being the investigative guru I am, I decided to spend some time sinking my teeth into this potentially juicy scoop.
So you'd say that the Mafia is working harder than usual?
This certainly sounds ominous. I have a terrible feeling. Is that why you decided to visit the downtown district then?
What?
Bingo, my friend! About 2 weeks ago, one of my sources provided me with some intel on members of the Mafia snooping around downtown. They were dressed like civilians, probably. Probably to try and conceal their identities. Doesn't that smell awfully fishy?
Yeah, it definitely stinks. Agreed. Something feels out of place.
Right. It seems a little too obvious that they're planning something. It's no coincidence that both of the delinquent groups simultaneously started antagonizing each other. That would make Ravash a likely suspect for puppeteering the whole incident. I'm confused about something now. For what reason does a criminal organization require delinquent groups to antagonize each other?
Right. That's the million mirror question. It makes sense if they already harbored a grudge against one another.
Uh-huh. And as far as I know, they don't have a rocky relationship, and I've never heard of any serious conflicts between them. Quite frankly, all three groups are savages. Those Mafia dudes are way more threatening than the others, though. The weird part is, Ravash doesn't have any conflicts of interest with the other two groups. I don't see the need for them to be fighting.
What if one of them formed an alliance with the Mafia to off their rival group? Going by this assumption, then it's not exactly surprising that the culprit would play the role of the victim.
You bring up a good point, but do they really need to take it that far?
Yeah, I didn't get the impression that Wazy and Wald were on bad terms with each other. If anything, I felt like they held each other in high regard.
Wowza, Lloyd, that was an astute observation. From what I've gathered, Wazy and Wald are rivals, but they hold a mutual respect for one another. So at first, Wald and the Saber Vipers were the only gang in the downtown. However, that all changed 2 years ago. Wazy showed up out of nowhere and established the Testaments. And we all know how Wald is, so he obviously wanted to go put Wazy in his place, but
Wazy took him down?
Yeah, Purse, he sure did. Despite his charming looks and small frame, Wazy's a skilled martial artist. I'd heard he managed to take Wald by surprise with his lightning-quick moves and pinned him to the ground.
Wow. I was not expecting that. That cute little dude's freakishly strong. Color me surprised. No kidding. But I don't think Wald's a pushover either.
He was a little too careless that one time. They fought a number of times since, but they're at a stalemate, supposedly. I think that's precisely why they respect each other, though. That makes perfect sense. I see why they consider each other their rivals.
Suppose that rules out any likelihood that either of them formed an alliance with the Mafia to crush each other. Because they would have killed each other by now. Agreed. They're both worshipped by their respective gangs, so I doubt their subordinates were acting independently. This can only mean one thing.
Whoopsies. I may have divulged a little more information than I should have.
Huh? How do you mean?
Anyway, I've got other interviews to conduct, so I'm going to take off. Kick some butt with that investigation so I can write me a good story. Toodles!
She left us with the bill.
She sure has an interesting way to handling things, but regardless, we were able to obtain some highly valuable information thanks to her.
Yeah, knowing that the Mafia is likely involved with this mess is a huge leap forward in our investigation. Now the real question is, why did the Mafia get themselves involved with their affairs? This is going to be a tough one, with the limited evidence we have right now.
The police database does not appear to have any relevant information either. I believe it is locked behind multiple levels of authorization.
So it's classified info.
It makes sense considering whose pockets the Mafia has their hands in.
Alright, let's head back to the SSS and see what Chief Sergey has to say about everything. As much as I'd love for us to solve the case, the situation is starting to become larger than what we can handle.
You're right.
Yeah. Let's head back and see what the old man has to say. I'm actually gonna stop at the ornament shop too, because I need to get heal on everyone for one thing, and yeah, just people need to get more than one orphan on them. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough blue sepith. That's annoying. I don't need my mirage sepith. Ah, that's so annoying. I can't do nothing without enough sepith. What about equipment? I might be able to buy a weapon or two. I'd be down with that. For now, at least. Yeah, here we go. Hardbreaker. Equipped it. Equip that. Equip that. Equip that. Get on some of these. Let's also visit an item shop, because potions would be nice. Where could I go for potions, though? Department store, I guess? Maybe. I don't know. Your recipes. You have to sell it, right? No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. Let's buy 5 of these. 1 of these. Screw it. Let's make an even 10. Just so we have potions to spare. Alright. Alright, let's head back to the base. We'll go let Sergey know what's what in the butt. I mean, what? Sergey! Sergey! You in here? No. You in here? Yeah, you are. Oh, you're back already. Managed to stop those delinquents? Well, about that. We think the situation might be a bit more complicated than you expected. How so? Interesting. Chief? Alright. I'll leave the case to you then. Wait, what? What do you mean by that exactly? Whether you're willing to continue the investigation is entirely up to you. You won't be getting any information regarding Ravash out of me. You have to dig for it on your own. But that doesn't make any sense. If I told you to stop the investigation, would you follow orders? What? If the Mafia really is involved in this thing, things are only going to get nastier. As your supervisor, the most logical step is to order you to close the case immediately. Now, is that what you want me to do? No. If we gave up now, I'm pretty sure we'd regret it down the road.
Randy's right, especially after coming this far. I agree as well.
Alright then. I thought I'd be able to rest easy knowing you kids are getting beaten up by the Mafia. So I'll do you a favor and introduce you to a trusty consultant of mine.
A consultant?
Sergey hands over a business card. Grimwood Law Office? Something about that rings a bell. It's a law office located on West Street. It's run by a bearded lawyer named Ian.
Oh, near the bakery, right? I definitely ran across him a couple of times when I used to live in the area. I've heard of him. Mr. Grimwood provides consulting services to corporations and other businesses, right? He also frequently offers legal consultation to ordinary citizens.
Spot on, Ellie. Because of that boxed beard and build, he looks like a genuine bear. People often refer to him as Grizzly Grim. He probably has loads of info on the Mafia. Who knows? He might even have new intel that even the CPD doesn't know.
Really?
Really?
That's quite impressive.
Just what kind of guy is this lawyer? You'll find out when you meet him. I've spoken with him previously about SSS-related matters. He'd at least let you finish explaining why you're there if you tell him you're the special support section. This is the perfect opportunity for a little meet and greet.
Understood.
We'll check in with him. West Street is just around the corner. Everyone okay with paying this law office a visit?
Of course. Shall we head out?
Alright. We're heading to West Street. Vanilla raisin. Here it is.
Grimwood Law Office. I believe this is the place.
Yeah, I've seen the lawyer who runs it in the neighborhood before. I had no idea he was well known, though. Well then, Mr. Grimwood, I'm sure we'll speak again in the near future. Of course. I'll be here anytime you need me. Shouldn't your division try to do something to solve the situation, though? Think about the impact that this will have on the citizens.
Kissing the asses of the populace isn't my job, nor do I intend on it ever being.
You four are. What's wrong? That's right. You're those pups that Sergey decided to adopt. Come again? Hold on, that badge. You work in the CPD too? Who I am isn't important to you. I imagine you're here to speak with Ian about something. A word of advice. Try not to waste his time. Unlike you useless rookies, he's a busy man. What did you say? Wow. Loser much right there?
Geez, what's his problem? He looked like a detective from one of the investigative divisions. His ego is overbearing.
Glasses definitely ain't a greenhorn, that's for sure. You can tell by the weapon strapped to his left hip.
Seriously? I didn't even notice. Impressive observation, Randy. I detected it with my sensors. A specialized military-grade handgun, I believe.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Dang, guys. You two are amazing. I just managed to scope it out in the corner of my eye. More importantly, shouldn't we head inside and greet the lawyer? Oh, I nearly forgot.
I'd feel kind of bad bothering him if he's a busy man. If he's as busy as that man said, but let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Forget something, detective. Oh, pardon me. I mistook you all for someone else. Welcome to Grimwood Law Office. How can I help you?
Oh,
No need to hold back. If you have a question, ask away. Then again, you four look quite young. Do you have questions about loans? Or perhaps you're looking for potential business partners? Come now, ask me anything.
no, sir. It's nothing like that. This guy's got a lot of energy. So this is the famous Grizzly Grim. I see the rumors are true.
Hold on. Now that I've taken a closer look, I can't help but feel as I've seen you somewhere before, young man. Are you one of the kids that used to live in this neighborhood?
Wow, you remember me? You're right. I lived in one of the apartment complexes here about 3 years ago. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Lloyd Bannings.
You did live here. Yes, that explains why you look so familiar. Wait. Bannings? Then you're Guy Bannings' younger brother?
Huh? Yeah, I am. You knew my brother then?
More than just knew him. Never mind. I suppose you're here to discuss something important. Come on in. You can fill me in on the details once we take a seat. Oh, and where are my manners? I'm Ian Grimwood, lawyer and owner of this law firm. I see. I was wondering when I would meet that special support section Sergey was telling me about. I actually read about you in the most recent issue of the Crossbow Times. You certainly showed diligence and spunk right out of the gate, didn't you?
Sounds like our first job might have been a little exaggerated.
So Guy's younger brother is a police officer now too. Oh, how time flies. I can only assume this is Adios's will.
Mr. Grimwood, what sort of relationship did you have with Guy?
Well, the same one you and I will have. Guy used to drop by occasionally to share and exchange all sorts of information with me. But as I'm sure you know, he was an incredibly talented detective. I'd wager he helped me far more than I was able to help him.
Please, wait a minute. Lloyd, your older brother is a detective?
The hell, man? Why don't you tell us about him?
Sorry, guys. I guess it never really crossed my mind. Besides, Guy's not with us anymore. Not with you? He was killed in the line of duty. About 3 years ago now. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lloyd. That explains why you left Crossbow.
My deepest and most sincere condolences. Believe it or not, I've conducted my own investigation into that particular incident. Sadly, any leads that may exist eluded me.
I see. Well, let's just forget about his case for now. It's not why we're here. Mr. Grimwood, I've already laid out our case to you. If you have any information pertaining to Ravash and its activities, please tell us.
Ravash? That unsavory group is nothing but bad news. Illegal dealings with both the Empire and the Republic, the selling of stolen goods, mirror laundering, weapon trafficking, operating as the middleman for hiring Jaegers. That doesn't come close to scratching the surface of their crimes. However, no matter what sort of illegalities they've committed, the fact remains that they were able to take advantage of Crossbow's very unique situation.
What do you mean by unique situation? What he means is, while trade and commerce have grown exponentially over the past few years, Crossbow's political foundation has begun to quickly deteriorate, right?
Well put. Crossbellian politics are currently in an extremely fragile state. The majority of politicians choose to align themselves with either the Empire or Republic, and are nothing more than greedy, power-hungry leeches. There's even a bill circulating within the Diet that cracks down on the Mafia, but it won't be approved. Too many Diet members are connected to Ravash.
Are you serious? Unfortunately, he is. The number of Diet members tied to the Mafia is higher than I want to admit. That is probably the reason why the police can't touch them. Reality truly can be cold and cruel. Does that mean Ravash can commit any crime they want with no repercussions?
No, it hasn't gotten to that point yet. If they don't control themselves, they would end up angering the majority of Crossbellians in our surrounding nations. Therefore, Ravash has been treading a very thin line in order to avoid directly interfering with the citizenry. And as long as they don't cross that line, the police can't lay a finger on them. You may wonder why they constantly look down on people. Well, that's your answer.
This can't be real.
Reality ain't so pretty. Behind the city's glamorous facades are shadows hell-bent on stirring up trouble.
Yes, I'm curious as to how many classified police documents detail these activities.
Anyway, that's essentially all I know about Ravash. However, I need to mention that the situation with the Mafia has taken a turn.
Really? Could you explain?
Well, according to intel the CPD just received, a new faction strong enough to rival Ravash has finally surfaced, and I don't doubt their strength.
A new faction? Surely it's not the Bracer Guild, right?
For all intent and purposes, the Bracer Guild is a positive establishment. This particular one I'm talking about, however, is less so. You see, there's a powerful organization that operates out of the Republic's eastern quarters, and it's already managed to worm its way into Crossbell.
How's that possible? You're certain of this?
Yes, previous rumors on this organization turned out to be true, so I have no reason to be skeptical now. They're called Hayu. Just recently, a new commercial unit registered under the name of Hayu Trading opened for business in the Harbor District.
Hayu? Quite the Eastern name.
This could potentially escalate to a brawl between two mafias. The petty fights we've seen between the street gangs would be nothing compared to that. The calm before the storm, if you will. So far, neither group has had the audacity to make their struggle public. However, I would be surprised if they weren't already battling each other behind closed doors using a variety of methods. The 1st Division seems to be keeping a close eye on the whole thing.
You don't say. So the man with glasses who left right when we arrived was...
Yes, that was Detective Dudley from the 1st Division. Coincidentally, he was asking me questions on the same topic.
A coincidence indeed. Lloyd, what's wrong? You went quiet all of a sudden.
Let me guess, you noticed something?
Yeah, I still need time to sort it all out in my head, though. Thank you very much, Mr. Grimwood. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to find the lead we needed to put this case to bed.
That's so. I'm glad I was of assistance. Sergei has already been a tremendous help to me, so from both a personal and moral standpoint, I support your work 100%. If you ever run into any problems, you can always stop by my office and have a chat.
I like him. He's a big teddy bear. Cool dude. So what's the next course of action? Should we go back and sort through all the information we've gathered? Good idea. But before we do that, now's the time to wrap up any unfinished business we still have to take care of. Besides, if what I'm thinking is the truth behind all these incidents, let's just say we're in for a bumpy ride, alright?
I appreciate the modesty, but your face is giving away your confidence. Anyhow, let's head back to the SSS building once we've crossed off everything on our bucket list. Sound good?
Yes, let us make haste.
Okay, so we're nearing, I assume, like the end of the prologue, seeing as they're like finish everything you're doing before we go back type of deal. I'm gonna actually end this part here, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will be heading into the next. I'm assuming it's the next chapter. I could be wrong. On the next part, I want to see if I can. I want to level really, really badly. So I'm probably gonna mess around in the geofront a little bit and see if I can get maybe closer to 10. Because I don't want to be 5. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I will see you next time.